everyone, my name is Samira and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about production and productivity. Production involves converting resources into goods and services. These goods and services are provided to satisfy the needs and wants of the people. There are three different types of production: job production, batch production, and flow production. So let's talk about job production first. So, job production is where a business produces a product completely before moving on to another product. Each item produced is likely to be different. The quality of the output from job production is usually high because skilled craftsmen often carry out the work. One advantage of this production is that products produced are customized. Production might be easier to organize, but it's much slower and lead times longer. So what is lead times? Lead times means time it takes to prepare, make, or deliver something. It tends to be expensive since products are customized. Since machines do not carry out the tasks, it takes longer to produce the product. This is job production, its features, advantages, and disadvantages. Next, batch production. When demand grows and orders for multiple units are placed, a business might switch to job production. Batch production. Didn't see my mistake, huh? Batch production involves completing one operation at a time on all units before performing the next. This is where business makes several production to the same design or specification and then changes production to another product with different specification. When products are made in batches, production is divided into a number of processes or operations. Unit costs are likely to be lower when batch production is adopted. This is because output is higher, workers can be more specialized, and more use is made of machinery. Production is flexible because specification can still be met. Planning and coordination may be difficult. If one production is taking time, the other must not be kept waiting. Workers may be less interested because of specialization. If production batches are small, then production may be high. More money may be tied up in work in process. It may moves between different operations. In batch production, they produce in sets. If fewer orders are similar, like strawberry cupcakes, for example, the producers will first make the batter in one batch, filling in one batch, baking in one batch, icing in one batch, and it goes on, and packing, wrapping, selling in a batch. This is the batch production process. It happens in chronological order, meaning one step after another. Flow production. This is one of my favorite because most companies use flow production, large companies. Flow production may be used when a business can sell huge quantities of output into mass market. It results in lower unit costs. It is organized so that different operations can be carried out one after another in continuous process. Products move from one operation to the next, often on a conveyor belt. So what is a conveyor belt? Long continuous moving bend of rubber and metal used in places such as factory or an airport to move things from one place to another. So to further explain what is a conveyor belt, in airports we put our baggages in a belt. It is continuously moving so that it goes directly into the aeroplane, and when we get off the aeroplane there is another conveyor belt where we take our suitcases and bags. That is called a conveyor belt. It's the moving thing. Large quantities of goods are produced. A standardized product is produced. A semi-skilled workforce specializing in one operation is employed. Means expertized workers. A worker who has so much experience in one type of production is employed. Large amounts of machinery are used. Repetitive flow production is the manufacture of large number of same products such as plastic toys. Process production is a form of flow production that is used in the oil and chemical industry. Materials pass through a plant where a series of processes are carried out in order to change the product. This is flow production. So flow production can reduce unit costs significantly. Output can be produced very quickly and the speed of production can usually be varied to deal with changes in demand. Also, some modern technology is also sophisticated. It is possibly to produce quite flexibly. However, the setup costs may be high and employee motivation may be low. Because of the repetitive nature of production line of work, products tend to be more standardized. If production suddenly gets delayed due to some technical issues, delays can be expensive as well. So now this is the last part, labor intensive and capital intensive. Businesses must manage resources efficiently and effectively. In order to do that, they would need to choose the tools, equipment, machinery, and labor. Some businesses choose labor intensive. This is when companies use more labor than machinery during production. In China, it is more labor production because there is cheap labor, and this is more common in Far Eastern countries. In contrast, some businesses choose capital intensive where the business uses more machinery than labor in production. They rely more on machinery than labor. Production in the West tends to be more capital intensive. This is all about production, and we will learn productivity in our later videos. Bye for now.